Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Tabletop Gaming Guild is all about the experiences and memories that playing games with friends and family can create. Today we'll be looking at Concordia, and you may be wondering, with how huge a fan we are of Concordia, why haven't we covered Concordia Digital yet? It's mainly because of, holidays and scheduling issues. But we thought we'd cover it now because they have the new two-player maps that they just made available to download for free.
Yeah, I like that they gave the two-player maps available for free to those people who've already bought the base game. It's super helpful. So, and it'll be interesting because, as we have discussed, Nathan and I, we've never played a two-player game of Concordia before. So I've actually got a 50% chance of winning.
We'll see about that.
My chances have never been so high. Except Nathan is really good at Concordia. I don't think I've never won a game of Concordia yet. But I really like it.
Are you saying that so hopefully I'll take it easy on you?
No. I'm just letting the audience know. So don't put your hopes up. Don't go betting on Peter for this one. But I do really like this game a lot. Nathan, do you have something specific about Concordia that causes you to like it as much as you do?
I think it's just because I think the main thing I really like about it is the card mechanic, where I like any game where you have a hand of cards, you have to play them down, you don't get them back until you pay a specific card to get them back, and that works really well for this worker placement type. It's not really worker placement, but this area control or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it still feels a little worker placement-y because you are moving your architects and your citizens around the board, and you have to go to certain areas if you want certain types of goods. So it feels a little worker placement. Also, like you said, a little area control specifically if you're leaning into certain types of cards. It's definitely kind of area control. Mm-hmm. So I'm with you. I like the deck builder card mechanic where you're playing things out. You've got the one card that allows you to duplicate the other person's action, so that way you can play the same action at least twice in one round of having the cards, and then you got to play the card to get your cards back. And how soon do you pull that trigger to get your cards back? There's a lot of stuff happening in this game. I don't know, complexity wise. I don't know what BGG says about it, but what do you think complexity wise?
I think it's low. I wouldn't consider it like a something for first time gamers, but it's not. It's a game that you could potentially introduce them to, but it's not necessarily one that I'd be my first choice for that. So I definitely consider on the lighter end.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, in my head, it's more of a medium. I guess just there are multiple things to be thinking about, and you can play the game where you're really focusing just on yourself and what your strategy is. But if you're somebody who can also multitask and see what the other player is playing, it's definitely going to benefit you.
Yeah. Since we were talking about the worker placement, I just suddenly realized it is essentially the cards are emulating worker placement. So basically, when you play the card, it's like you've put a worker on a place, and that place is occupied, and you can't put another worker there. And then when you're taking it, you take them all back, and then that's like same as like pulling all your workers back.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. So, it's interesting because normally in worker placement, you're blocking the other person from also being able to do the same thing, but you don't do that with this. You're essentially saying, okay, I've gone here and I can't go here again until later when I get all my cards back. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, with all that said, I think Nathan, you get to go first. I'm trying to figure that out right now. I think you're set to go first.
Yeah, I think I am. And I have not put any. I've been talking and just not thinking about what I'm gonna do. So.
Oh, I haven't either. I haven't even thought anything about it yet. So it's a fun game. I'm looking forward to playing it with you. See how a two-player game of it goes.
I started with 5 money.
Yeah, you've got 5 money. I start with 6.
So yes, I am first.
Okay.
That's an easy way to tell.
That's right. Yeah, the person with the least amount of monies gets to go first.
And I think I will do my normal start with architect.
Makes sense.
Oops. New. Why is it popping up with new rules? Okay. Oh, okay. I need to click that. Okay, it just wanted me to confirm that I knew what those new rules were, which is just new starting city, and you get more money for reactivating the provinces.
Oh, okay.
Just for the different map. Okay, so I am going to go. Yeah, I will do my typical opening move in this game.
Okay. Let's see how it goes.
Confirm the movement, and then I get to try to make cities. Okay, there and there.
Gonna build some houses.
And I will confirm the turn.
All right, so now I'll get to see on my end what he has done. And he did not lie to me. He did choose architect. Oh, okay, and you built in 2 places at one go, now making both of those spots a little bit more expensive for me. Interesting.
And we've played this game a lot. And if you watch our channel on a regular basis, we're kind of assuming you already have a rough idea how to play this because we've covered it quite a bit in other forums.
But for the general audience, if you don't know, we're going to be moving our little citizens around this map, and we're going to be building houses in the cities. And when we have a house in that city, that means we can start to produce goods from those locations, and then we have this handful of cards, and each of these cards have different mechanics to add to our scoring. The nice thing is we're playing this digital version, which is going to keep a continual counting for us of how we're doing victory point wise. So we're not going to have to add it all up at the end. And we can see each other's score, which is a hard thing to do when you're at the table of playing Concordia. I feel like usually, I don't know about you, Nathan, I don't have a very good idea of how anybody's doing until we just count it up at the end. Pretty difficult for me to follow.
Well, yeah, the running game state can be very deceptive because you don't know what cards they have in your hand. So they could have a lot on the board, and if they don't have cards that match up, they're not getting many points. So it's kind of intentional. It's like the scoring was all at the end, and even as myself, I don't know what my score is going to be, let alone what other people's scores are going to be. I got a rough idea if I'm doing well or not, and what if I've fulfilled like my goals as far as like I'm focusing on this specific type of scoring mechanic. And that's something that makes it a little bit more where I wouldn't say this is not great for. I wouldn't say this is great for a new player because of that scoring mechanic's a little hard to teach. But it's just a matter of you play your first game, then you lose, and then you get it.
Right. All right. So the other thing is, I cannot be on the same journey, the same dotted line section that Nathan is on. I have to go somewhere else.
Yep. I like taking those cheap starting cities with the brick and the grain.
Absolutely makes sense.
And a little bit of a unique rule is that with the architect is the amount you can move is equal to the number of pieces you have, and you can split it among your people however you want. Diplomat. So he's just copying my architect.
That's right. So even though Nathan got to go first in the round, that also means that since he went architect, I got to use my diplomat and architect, and now I still have my architect card. But that also means that when I play my architect card, he may still have his diplomat card. So
yeah, but I can't. Yeah, and I can't duplicate. I can't diplomat your diplomat. But so there's that.
No, for sure, you can't diplomat a diplomat.
And that'll be another interesting thing for the two-player version is the diplomat is a little weaker because you can only choose from the one other the one possible choice
Well,
rather than
yeah,
multiple.
exactly. I'm wondering how that's going to play out.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll prefect. Get my brick and grain.
There you go. That's the nice thing about your brick and grain being in the same province. Yep.
Yep. And the nice thing is, like, you can really think ahead in this game. The other player can mess with you a little bit by buying something you want, but it just makes it more expensive for you rather than stopping you from doing it.
Right.
So you just look at your hand and you can plan your entire hand out. The only kind of thing that really can disrupt your plans is the cards that are available from the market if they buy something that you really needed.
Right.
Senator. Oh, so he is buying a card. I can Mercator. I will sell. Oh, what do I want to sell? I might go there. Ooh, what? If I get one more brick. Okay, yes. That is a plan. I will sell wine. Got 2 wine to sell. And I'm going to buy a single brick. Yes, single brick. So you might be wondering how I got wine if I didn't have wine production. Well, when you do a province, you get a bonus of whatever the strongest, most valuable resource in that province is when you do your prefect.
Right.
And
speaking of prefects,
and you got your prefect Magnus, which doubles your bonus, which
that
you
is
can
correct.
You passed to me. That's because he was last in turn order. He started with that. I have to play a card now. You did prefect, huh? Which province did you activate? Where's that?
I activated number 3. It's got Roman numeral 3 on the west coast.
Ah, okay.
Green. I like that. I like that each of the areas have the Roman numerals in them. They're all color coded.
Yeah, as opposed to just the names, which I like in the sense it's nice flavor and historical. This is less thematic to have Roman numerals, but it is definitely more accessible.
It's easier. Yeah, more accessible. Exactly.
Oh, and you can see the little flags showing which prefect has been, or what the bonus is for that prefect.
Right.
Okay. What's available up here? I can do that. Yeah. It's not the most efficient thing, but I'm going to do Senator.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just getting 1 card.
Yeah, that's what I had to do earlier as well. I just had enough for 1.
Which gives me Another diplomat. Yay.
Ooh, there you go.
I'll be the copycat.
Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
No.
What do I want to do here?
Oh, well. I guess you can pull up the current score so if you want to remove the ambiguity on scoring.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can see everything as you're playing on the digital, so it is very clear where the game is at score-wise anyways.
Yeah. Okay, and there's a tab to see what provinces have been taxed already. What is Peter gonna play?
Maybe go here. I want to sell. No, we'll skip that part.
Okay, I'm guessing he's doing Mercator. He sold some. He bought bricks and sold. I didn't catch what he sold, but
I didn't sell anything.
He just got the default money from the car.
Oh no, yeah, but I should have sold. Should have sold. I wasn't thinking it through all the way. It's all right though.
Yep. It happens.
Yep, I'll get it figured.
Well, that gives me a problem.
Oh no.
If I was kind of waiting for him to do his architect, but he hasn't done it yet.
No, I have not.
So if my options are diplomat, his Mercator, which is not terribly useful, or prefect. Oh, I might already get my cards back. Because the prefects aren't terribly useful for me right now. So I'm going to get do Tribune, get my cards back, get a little money.
There you go.
On top of it. And now he's probably going to architect.
Well, you've got your diplomats though too, so
right
and
now
you got your architects back, so you're good.
Yeah,
to
I got
go.
everything back. I'm good to go.
See, I think.
Yeah, it's weird having two diplomats and not really having use for them.
I know, right? It's very odd.
Oh, you just got the money, huh?
Yeah, I went ahead and got some money because I didn't get the. I should have stole last time, so kind of playing catch up on this turn. But
well, then I will architect. I'm moving here and buying places in these two places.
Buying places in these two places.
In Pavka and Matisa.
Okay.
Maybe I pronounced those right.
Maybe. I wouldn't know.
I think with the old Romans, like the V is sometimes a U. I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
He's architecting as well. Okay, he's going heavy into the. I always call it iron, but I think it's really tools.
Is that what it is? I've never really. I'll hover over it real quick and see what it says. Usually, no. Not telling me what that is.
Well, I'm going to start prefecting. Take advantage of having the prefect magna to double prefect. Get lots of cloth. Cloth being the most expensive commodity in the game.
That it is. So I will be tributing. I need some cards.
That might be my next. But I need to get... Okay, he's got his cards back.
Yep.
I'm going to prefect again. Get me some brick into my hand. And that's among other things. I'm not going to... I will have enough money to do that. Good, good, good. Depends on what Peter does. Now that he's got his cards back, but not a lot of money.
No, not a ton of money.
Enough to,
I need some items, though, is what I need.
He certainly has enough if he's going to, this area up north. Or... See, we're not really overlapping. That's one thing
Not
in the
yet.
multiplayer game is, like, big part of my strategy is usually trying to, like, get into other people's provinces as much as possible, so when they get resources, I get too, but I'm not sure how
Right.
valuable that is in a two-player game. I mean, I'm sure it is, but they're going to benefit as much as you, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
What card did you just play? Prefect, huh?
Yep.
And there's... Oh, and it tells you there's 6 money available if I go for the money. I could diplomat your prefect and get 6 money. Whoops, I don't need to press that. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. I will diplomat your prefect.
Okay.
And I get 6 money. So now I have plenty of diplomats. Ooh. That's another option too. I'm winning. Haha. Oh, we're tied.
Now we're tied again.
Prefected
It's-
again. Huh?
It's staying pretty tight in this 2-player game so far.
I'm gonna Mercator. I'm gonna sell 2 cloth. Buy 3 brick. Just so I don't have to buy for a while.
Okay.
Because we're not overlapping, I don't have to worry about too much about him giving me resources that I can't take. And not having space in my hold. See what he plays next. Plenty of options. He's thinking too hard.
Thinking real hard right now. All right.
Just waiting to see the phone rings again. Waiting.
Oh, yep, I hear it. Yep. I do like that you can actually go to the log of the game and see what each person did on their turn.
Oh, yeah, nice.
In that top left section, in the middle, the hourglass symbol. Click on that, and it shows you each round what each person has done.
Yep.
Which is interesting.
And you did a senator, huh?
I did.
Which is why I thought you might have been spending so much time thinking, because you were. What cards did you buy though? You didn't buy the first one.
Nope.
You did. Oh, you did a Mercator and a Prefect, I think.
No.
I can just see in the log.
Yeah, you should just see in the log. It doesn't actually say.
No, you bought a Prefect. Looks like you just bought one.
No, I bought two
Oh,
cards.
Smith.
Oh, yeah. I bought the Smith and and a Prefect. The Smith was an expensive one though.
Yeah.
It's pretty high up in the order, so it was fairly expensive.
I didn't want to, Senator, but I will. I will get Mercator. And I don't usually go for the colonist strategy. Mason is a little too expensive. Farmer's lousy.
Haven't you almost never added colonists?
Yeah, except for the last time I played with you guys, and that was whipped your butt by building.
Yeah, you did. Like, it was like the first time that you'd ever done extra colonists, and you killed it because you pretty much went all over the map.
Yep. I'll pay 2 extra brick. Okay. Peter's turn. The only downside of a lot of diplomats is a lot of my actions are a little bit dependent on what he does. Once my hand starts getting low. But I've been kind of surprised by the actions he has been choosing. That's one thing I've always kind of liked about the game is the look of it. Not necessarily that it's the most attractive thing in the world, because it's not really. It's fine, but it is very readable because of the look.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. I feel like everything is very clear as to once you fully understand the iconography, which isn't super difficult. Things are very easy to know what it's supposed to do.
Peter, you gotta start playing cards I expect you to play.
No.
Prefect. I'm gonna copy your Prefect because why not? I get a bunch of cloth again.
I was gonna say, you've got those diplomats. You got to use them.
Yep. So that next and that. definitely need to get more architect cards.
All right, you're up.
Wow. You and your prefecting. Yeah, because you bought extra prefect cards, huh?
Maybe. Well, that one wasn't a prefect card. I played a Mercator card that time.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. So I'm selling a bunch of cloth. This
Sell that
time,
cloth.
I'm going to buy... how many iron do I want?
All the iron.
Sure, I'll buy 3 iron.
You got plenty of cash over there.
Yeah, no, somebody's not playing their architect, so I couldn't copy it. Which is definitely a difference in, like, you know, in a 4-player game, that architect's generally
Constantly
come out.
being,
Yeah.
There you go. It's been played now.
Yeah, and now that all my diplomats are used.
Yep.
Thanks.
You are welcome. Anything I can do to help.
Well, I'm gonna do a colonist, and I think I will go and get a guy over here. Yeah, get a guy over there, and that's my turn. Cost me an iron and a wheat.
I'm trying to remember, what is it that the colonist does?
Allows me to either get money or get a new colonist wherever I have a building already built, so it doesn't have to be back at the start.
Oh, okay. So you added a new worker, but you added that worker down here.
Mm-hmm.
And do you get that worker for free?
It costs an iron and a grain.
Oh, an iron and a grain. Okay. Gotcha.
But also at the end of the game, it gives me more points for each worker
Yes.
I get.
Yes, it does.
You know, it's odd also. It's like in a normal worker placement game, I'm all about getting more people. In this one, I'm generally not.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm tributing to get all my cards back. And I can add another person already.
Yep.
It's expensive to keep doing, but I'd say it's worth it. And there's that, too.
Okay.
He's got 2 cards left in his hand. Does it tell me what cards he has left? No.
I was gonna say, there's so much information that you can get from this digital version by just clicking on stuff. So I think that's the only thing they really kind of keep secret is what cards you still have left to play.
Yeah. And that would be secret in a normal game, other than the fact that all the things you've already played are down.
Right, but I guess you could, if you wanted to, sit here and go back through the log of the play
Yeah.
and see each round what I have played since the last time I played the Tribune, and then you could probably figure it out. But depends if you want to take the time to do that, I guess.
I'm gonna prefect. Which means there's a fair amount of money up for grab for the prefect action.
You don't say. But you still have so much money. You don't need money. You got 41 up there. Look at you.
Well, I won't for much longer. Because I'm architecting.
Oh, here he goes. About time.
And where do I want it to go other than that? Where does this guy want to go? Is there somewhere he can go to be? Oh, I don't own that yet. So
You've
he'll actually go there.
I've already got 4 workers out there.
Oh, yeah, I got 4, so I could actually go.
Dude, you've got a lot of workers.
And move.
I've still just got my 2, so.
Actually, no. Yep, okay, so those are my movements. I am gonna buy here, here, and here. 3 new places.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He just took a massive lead. Well done.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's... I mean, build up money for a while. That was the downside of you not playing an architect, is I was just building up money instead and...
Right.
All at once instead of, like, a little bit at a time.
It's your turn again, because I had to get all my cards back.
Okay, I am almost out of resources, so I will prefect. And I get a lot of resources now. If I prefect in section 6. Okay. A lot of options. He's prefecting as well. Okay. Getting a bunch of resources. Sounds like a good deal, I think. Yes. I will diplomat your prefect. Oh, and get tons of cloth. This is not looking good for you.
No, it's not looking real good at all. Felt like I was doing pretty good early on, but you were just kicking it right now. I think I might have gone towards the wrong side of the map.
If I go down here, I definitely need a lot more brick right now. So available for pre-packing. Okay. So one of the nice things in the physical game, I'm not sure if it's included on here, it might be somewhere. It does give a little pamphlet of like the history of, the area and each of the cities, and I think that's nice. Not that I've actually read it because
Right, but it's there if you want to.
But it is a nice touch. So if you're interested and don't already know tons about the theme or background or whatever, you did Senator. What? Ooh, consoles available to buy. As well,
Yeah.
another con. I am so totally senatoring.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, you're welcome. But I had to Senator because that was the only thing that was going to help me get some more points right away.
Yeah, I'll spend the extra. Will be a grain. Ooh, wow. Draw piles. I think it made it smaller for a two-player game, or we just because you've been buying so much. I don't know. So, what's he doing? He's diplomating my senator. No, yeah.
I did, yeah.
And he got another architect option, huh?
Not doing me a lot of good, though.
I think I'll console. Take the prefect. What is he doing next? Ow. Well, I mean, I have a decent lead, but it doesn't mean much right now. Okay, we still... I could push through the game and end it quickly. Or it could be a little while yet. Because when one of the ways the game can end is when all these market cards are gone. You do have as many places on the map as I do.
Oh, I know.
Yours are just
Why?
less expensive than mine.
Yes.
That might be a interesting thing to do. Oh, he's architecting now, huh? Well, I was hoping he'd wait one more turn, but okay, I will diplomat as architect. And I have lots of cloth again. So this guy, he will go here for sure. At least there. I have some wine, so he's good where he is. I'm only going to be able to buy from potentially 3 places. And he will go here to get into your area. And I still have movement I can do, I think, but we're doing. No, I don't. Oh, well, that's good. So I'm gonna build cloth, brick, and that's it. I can only buy at 2 places. Okay. You can always tell when Peter's thinking hard because he's so quiet.
So quiet. I gotta thank Card if I even stand a chance. But you're still winning by 19 points right now, so.
Ooh.
You got a really good lead on it, so it's gonna be really hard for me to come back in this one.
I'm really tempted to give him to take the money from the prefect.
I'm trying to remember, point-wise, what does money come to?
Not much. I think there's one card that gives you a point for every 10. One of the starting cards.
Yeah, so it's not a whole lot.
Right, but it's kind of needed throughout the game, but...
Yeah, for sure.
Usually we're pretty money tight. I've been doing well for money, though.
Oh, yeah, you've been rolling in it, so...
What's... I think I'm going to do that. Buy a bunch of grain. So that, buy a bunch of grain. Yeah, I think I have my next 5 turns planned, if I have that many turns.
Oh, look at you go. 5 turns.
Well, basically, the 5 cards I have in my hand and what order I'm playing them in.
I gotcha.
You got some bricks. I'm going Mercantor. Guess what? I'm selling tons of cloth.
Yeah, you are.
So sell those. I am actually going to buy grain, of all things.
Interesting choice.
I'll get 4 of them. Yeah. There's a reason.
I'm sure there is. Nathan doesn't do anything without a reason.
Well, the reason might not be good not all the time, but sometimes it's just to be mean. Then I play a colonist.
that gonna get you your last one?
I got
You
one
already
more
have all
after
of them.
that.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing that I hate that I've only got my 2 colonists out there. It could be more in more places right now.
Yep.
Not quite working out for me, but that's all right.
Peter's built up a bit of money. He's got lots of bricks, and a lot of different resources. So it looks like he's building up the architect. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it helped a little bit, but not as much as I would have liked.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, I can't do that one yet. I have to do this one first. Mercantor. I'm gonna buy 2. Yeah, 2 iron. Yep, and I'm gonna buy, because you get 2 buy or sell actions. 2 brick. And it's Peter's turn again. Excuse me. Not got a lot of money or resources left. Still got 5 cards in his hand. What they are, I don't know. Oh, interesting. So I can see how much the point breakdown of like what you're getting, what your total is, as well as what you are for each type of card. Makes sense. I'm getting a lot from Mars, and you're getting a lot from Minerva. So basically for having specific types of resources. Okay. You just did Architect again, huh?
I did. Sorry, sometimes I forget how quiet I'm being over here.
Oh, it's all right. I'm trying to.
You're keeping it interesting, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, I trying to architect, but there's just too many times I've not been able to architect, like in multiple cities at the same time.
Yep.
Which is really frustrating, but that's, seems to just be the way it's playing for me right now.
Yeah, and this is definitely. I've played this a lot more than Peter.
Oh yeah,
course, but
yeah, you've played it a bunch more than I have for sure.
This is definitely largely an efficiency puzzle.
Right.
How to get the most out of your cards, which order to play them in to get the most out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got all my people out. Now. I like how the colonist card is Romulus and Remus. Suckling on their wolf mother, the wolf that raised them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, it's my only card left, so I'm going to have to Tribune.
Oh, okay.
Gets me a fair amount of money. And back to Peter.
Probably to the point where I need to do that myself, actually.
You got 3 cards left, but...
I do.
Oh. Okay, I know what I have to do on my turn.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. All right. Your turn then.
Okay.
Get to it.
I'm senatoring because this Weaver card, Minerva, I can't afford it. Oh, I should have said a word. I'm undoing that. Undo. I can't senator because I can't afford. Because I don't have the resources I need. Oh, wow. 12 money. 12 money doesn't really matter at this point, amazingly.
No, yeah, you've got plenty.
So I am actually going to increase that value by getting more cloth. It's also giving you a grain, though. And I only got 2 of the 3 cloth I could have gotten because my hold was full. What am I even getting for that?
Interesting. All right.
How many of those do I have?
Oh man, that's not what I wanted to see. Gotta go back on that.
Oh yeah, you don't have enough money for it either if you're trying to sneak that out from under me. Enough resources, rather. Okay, he owns that one. I do not. I'm not there. I'm in that one. Okay. They're actually, by chances. Okay, it's not a huge number of each resource. Oh, wow.
It's still not going to be enough to win the game, I don't think.
Um,
You're going to win, but I got to make it a little bit closer.
I mean, I could delay the game by getting a bunch of more points.
But you could just go ahead and win right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't get the card that I wanted to take from you.
Yeah, you want to steal that Weaver.
I just went ahead and got the other 2 cards. That way, at least made it a little bit of a closer game. But not by much, because as soon as you got that Weaver, that was a lot of points.
You also gave me the bonus for triggering the end game.
Well, yeah, but I couldn't really help it. The game was gonna end. So, all right. So one last round here. Gosh, what can I even do to get anything here? Because I'm trying to remember what counts as points at the end of the game.
Well, it depends on what cards you have. You can go in and you got.
I don't have any resources, so I can't build anything.
Okay.
That's a loss there. So I don't know if prefecting I know gets me
resources.
Goods. But do goods count as anything at the end of the game? I don't think they do they?
I don't believe they do. No.
Yeah. So goods aren't going to help anything.
Well, Vestia, everybody has one of those. You get 1 point for every 10 money. You got Saturnus.
I don't even have 10 money. I've got 9.
Yeah. So you could get a point by prefecting if you take money. Actually, 2 points.
Oh, right. Okay. It's honestly probably like the best thing I can do right now.
Yeah,
because everything else that I've got is going to get me a bunch of resources, which aren't going to do anything. Mercator I can't really do because I can't do anything. Yeah, I think Prefects is the only option I've got.
You know, without any resources at all, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just going to get me a couple extra points here at the end. All of your storehouse goods will be sold at the end.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, so okay.
So goods
that
would have
would've
been
got
worth
me,
a little bit, but
Yeah, it would have been worth more than just 2 points. Okay, so I could have produced.
I don't
What
know.
would that have gotten me? I wouldn't have gotten enough. What I would have done is I would have produced my smith for each of my tools.
No.
And I think
Oh, okay.
I would have produced 3 of those.
So that would be what are they worth? 4 each? 12? So it's still
Yeah. Oh no, I still would have lost for
still
sure.
2 points. Okay, so well, yeah, that was that.
So 126 to 104. I'm actually proud of myself. This might have been one of the first times I've ever played this game and got over 100 points. But yeah, I definitely got to practice a little bit more. I got to play this game a little bit more. I like it a lot. Just got to figure out I don't know. I definitely lean into what are the cards that I was leaning into there? The Minerva cards. I've leaned into that a couple of times playing.
They're a little bit hard
to
get a lot of points out of. I mean, we can see what the breakdown of your points, like all together. And you did well keeping up with me. So,
yeah, you had that one turn that you really kind of rocketed off, and all of a sudden you were ahead by like 30 points or something.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to catch up.
And a lot of my points was Mars from the colonists, just having all my colonists out.
Mm-hmm.
Got 36 points for that.
Yeah.
Your biggest chunk of points. Actually, you were pretty like across the board even.
Yeah, so I had some Minerva. I had some Jupiter.
You got 15 for Minerva. Jupiter is your biggest.
No, Minerva. I had 31. You had 15. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like thinking it was all on the same side all the time.
No, yeah, it flips it for some reason. It's kind of odd.
So it's first and second, yeah. So it's like okay. No, yeah, Jupiter and Minerva were your big ones, and Minerva is like getting a bunch of the same resources, which often means you get less points elsewhere. Is the problem with that?
Because Mars is where you crushed me.
Yeah, Saturn is. Oh no, I mean Jupiter is that. I think that's the one that. Oh, just having the most cities, non-brick cities. I think.
Yeah, it's non-brick. Yeah.
Which that's often a really good way to make a lot of points easily. Just spreading out, buying as much as you can.
Right. Yeah, but not being able to get any extra colonists out there, and then you leaned heavy into the extra cards for the colonists. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me by 32 points right there. That was crazy.
We tied for Mercator.
We did, yeah.
So that's having different types of goods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we both had the equal amounts on that. 2 cards and 5 points.
Yep. Okay, so that's Concordia Digital 2-players first. 2-player game of it. What do you think about this as a 2-player game?
Yeah, as a 2-player game, I don't know. I still thought it played pretty well. But I'm with you. Like the diplomat kind of all of a sudden feels superfluous.
Yeah, it's definitely weaker.
A little unnecessary. A little weaker. The whole diplomat portion. But other than that, honestly, I thought it still played just fine. I definitely like it more players though, because you start to interact more. Mm-hmm. I think there was only one turn in that whole game that I gave you an extra resource. I feel like normally whenever you go to prefect, you're usually giving somebody else something.
Yeah.
And because you went south and I went north, there was only one time that I really wanted to get some cloth, and I think I needed to prefect a region that's like one of your regions.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't feel like there wasn't not as much interaction as there can be in a game of Concordia. Again, Concordia, not a ton of interaction, but there was even less because it was just 2 players, and we didn't overlap where we sent our people. So
right, and I mean that could be part of your strategy, but I feel like 2-player, the map's a little too big for 2-player, and obviously this is like a map.
And this is the smallest one.
Yeah.
because they have two-player maps, and I chose this one because it was the smallest one they had. But you feel like it's still even a little too big because it's not forcing you guys, the people, to interact as much.
Right.
Okay. Interesting.
And I can see where the difficulty in that is, because if you make it too small, then you're not getting as much out of the prefects, especially like for the money. They already, because they made it smaller, they had to kind of balance it a little bit more by giving you 2 extra money, because there's not as much province when you prefect for money. But yeah, I think, that's an easy thing. It's like, well, one, I would normally play this with more players. 3 or 4 is great with this game.
Yeah, for sure.
I would definitely continue play it with 2 players. I might consider house ruling and like blocking off a province.
Right, like if you were in person and you had that option.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure in the digital version they don't allow us to do that. But yeah, if you were at home playing 2-player, yeah, just block off 1 or 2 provinces. Almost a little blood ragey there. Cut off a couple provinces, force people to interact a little bit more.
You could do it in the digital, just have to make a verbal agreement. Do not touch these provinces.
Oh, well, that's true, I guess.
You just have to remember.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be worth continuing to play some as 2-player, but definitely getting more players to it when you could.
Yeah,
it's definitely a better game with 3 to 4 players. So, is that as high up as this game goes? Is there a 5th player ever? I can't remember.
There is a 5th player option. Let's go back to the end game. How do I?
The lobby.
Lobby. Go to lobby, and we'll look at some of the maps that are available. My collection. So I gotta try some of the expansions at some point. But let's talk about these maps. You got. Actually, let's go into. Let's say we're gonna make a local game. New game. So, actually, I don't know if it's true for the physical game, but on the digital at least, it goes 3 to 6 for the one map.
Oh, really? So it goes all the way up to 6.
Let me check. Oh yeah, physical game does also go to 6 players.
Oh gosh, so, I was gonna say I think the most that we've ever played with was did we play with 5?
No, we played with 4. No, Evan.
No, but in person, I think we played with you, me, your dad, James, and Dan.
Yeah, we did. So 5 is the most we've played.
So we did 5. So we've played with 5, but man, 6, it'd be really interesting. I feel like you'd have a lot. So again, the more players, the more interaction you're going to have.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, Corsica map goes 2 to 3. Okay, so it doesn't go that high player count, but yeah, a little bit. I felt a little bit big for 2, but 3 would be great.
Yeah, if we got James on here or Evan or Dan or somebody and just did a 3-player game on that map, I think it would have been good. So, all right. So yeah, that was Concordia Digital Edition. I like it. I'm a big fan of Concordia. I think they did a really good job implementing the digital edition. How do you feel about the digital edition?
Yeah, it's really good. Everything's the high visibility. If you don't want to see the scoring, you can always ignore that. I don't know if...
Well, and there's a way to, like, when you set up your table, you can just turn off seeing each other's score. So maybe it's a little bit more of a surprise at the end if you can't keep track.
Yep.
But yeah.
I do like you can see a lot of stuff if you go into the expansions. You can see a lot of things that are planning to come out with, including a fish market expansion that there's no physical equivalent of that yet, at least.
Oh, seriously, so they're not just doing the expansions that already exist. They're coming out with brand new expansions specifically for the digital edition?
Right.
Well, that's cool.
So, and I do want to try I haven't actually tried any expansions for this game, unbelievably. Salsa adds a new salt and some new resources. Venus, I believe that gives you like a cooperative element to it or something like that.
Okay.
Which blows my mind. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
I wonder how much. I know that they gave the Gallia and Corsica maps as free downloads. Right. I wonder what the extra ones are going to go for, though. When they release them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the maps will be free, but I'm sure the expansions will not be.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming not.
Yeah.
So you think the maps will all be free, and then the expansions will all cost a little something?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously this is speculation, and we don't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're free or at least under $1 or something cheap.
Okay. All right. Well, Nathan, thanks for getting on a plan, man.
No problem.
Everybody, thanks for watching.